Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about this absolutely massive Lego set. So as you can see, it is absolutely enormous. It is set 70840. Welcome to Apocalypseburg, and it is based on the Lego Movie 2. Now, it is the shortest run of a set that I can remember in a long time. I do believe this came out in February of 2019, and then it was retired in the same year. December 2019 is when it retired, which I was really surprised about. I know the film bombed. Nobody liked the Lego Movie 2 film. Well, there might be some of you, but obviously I think we all agree the first one is a little bit better. But this set is phenomenal. So we're going to have a good look at the box artwork. It's actually a flat pack box. I've kept all the boxes neat and tidy. I was thinking of maybe cutting some bits and pieces up and doing something with them, like I've said in previous uploads of this. We've got the instruction manual to go through, so it's a really impressive looking thing. Then we'll have a look at the minifigures it comes with regards to them on the box or in the instruction manual, and then we'll have a look at the actual Lego set as well. But I've got very good memories of getting this set because I was the first set sold at Legoland Windsor when they got released. So I actually did get this on day one, which was a pretty cool thing. So I can remember getting this in 2019 and having very good memories of when the park opened on this. So this is a set that I will never ever get rid of for certain reasons, and just obviously memories of sets. People have attachments to sets, and obviously what they did on that time. I always try and get Lego sets that remind me of certain things, or if they work well within the actual displays. But this set is absolutely enormous. You can see all of the cool artwork and everything on the back, and then up at the top it comes with a huge amount of minifigures as well. So check all of these out. All of these are in my city somewhere. That's why we might not have them in hand, because, well, I've been taking photos with them and I can't really find all of them, to be honest. But we will have a good look, and obviously it does come with the Emmett as well. But we have bits and pieces to have a look at. Like I said, this is completely flat packed. What I can do is just this, and then it is done and flat packed away, and then it just packs up. So simple as that. I just had this, like I said, sort of with all of my other boxes. It's a huge thing even when it's flat packed, but that's what I've been doing with some of these boxes. Like I said, not being 100% sure what to do with them, but they're not in the way where I've got them. So that is what this box looked like. It's a really nice coloured artwork again on the back, and you might make a nice big poster or whatever. But before I do forget, it does have, if it's showing up on the camera, the actual height of it. So it is 20.7 inches or 52.7 centimeters tall, and it is 49.3 wide or 19.4 wide, depending on what you want it in. It is a monster of a thing, very heavy, loads and loads of minifigures it comes with. But if you've not seen this sort of in close detail, I'll give you a quick look now. But it's just nice to sort of go back to a set that's slightly older, because I've had quite a lot of people ask questions about this because it is sort of tucked at the back. So if you didn't get a chance to pick it up, or you are really thinking, is it worth the huge amount of money than what it is now? Luckily, I picked it up for retail when it first came out. It is tripled in price now since it came out. It's one of those sets where it's, again, one of the only things I can remember that was out for such a big set like this was out for such a short period of time. That doesn't normally happen. Normally they've got a good 18 to 2 year run. But yeah, it wasn't even out 12 months. But we'll go over the instruction manual now. Now, even the booklet is massive, but I think this might be one of the first booklets where they started to put the bag numbers on the front. There's actually 18 bag numbers on this, and then we have got quite a lot of detail. Now, we'll go through all of this in case you've never ever seen the inside of the instruction manual before. I'm not going to read all of it out, obviously, but you can see that it's the director, the co-director of the film, and then you've got the designer and the vice president of the actual Lego group. And then we come through, and then you've got this cool thing. Now, this is the Lego built one. Amazing photography on that. And then it says, when we left Emma, and that's just reading about the actual film. But it does say it's 3,178 bricks. It comes with 12 minifigure characters. It has all the post-apocalyptic mayhem and action. So it is an interesting read if you want to sit down and read it. What I do like about some of these sets, usually they do this kind of thing with the Lego Ideas stuff, but they've obviously decided to put it in with this, maybe because they thought the film was going to be as successful as the first one. I'm glad I got it, and I really do like this set. I just did not like the film whatsoever, but I really did like this set, and there's a lot of other good sets that came out with this. It's just a shame that the film put people off buying the sets. Now everybody wants it, and it is horrifically expensive. But it carries on. So we've got the first page, and then we come round, and then we've got all of the hard-working people, all of the different designers that actually worked on this set. So a credit to every single person that is in this photo. And you have got this chap up at the top as well, Joel David Baker. He's a concept designer at the Lego Group, and then there's a big Q&A with him, and then you've got all of the other people there, and it carries on over to this side where we've got Justin, who is a senior model designer at the Lego Group, and you've got a Q&A with him as well. So if you know any of these people, I think they did a fantastic job on this set. And then we come over to the other side, and then we've got another Q&A with Mike and Paul, and they capturing all of the different details. So again, it carries on. So we are on page 6, and they've even got a thing of how to lift the model. Try and pick it up from the bottom. Don't rip it up by the neck. Now, it seems obvious, but the actual base on this is sturdy. Now, I've had a massive problem with some of the other sets because I just, for some reason, can't get on with clipping the bigger elements together. Don't know if it's just how my wrists are broken and I can't physically get them straight or whatever it is like that. But this one, absolutely fantastic. Probably because I didn't actually build the base. That'll probably be the reason why. That'd be for a different upload and a completely different conversation in a different lifetime. But let's go over the minifigures. And before we do, if you're not a fan of stickers, then well, that is the sticker sheet. So you can see how many stickers there are. I do believe down at the bottom right, 54. So there are 54 stickers to add. Some of you really like adding stickers. Some of you absolutely despise it. So bear that in mind if you are thinking of picking up the set and it's been on the second-hand market. If they've used a sticker sheet, how reliable are people putting on stickers? How do you rate yourself putting on stickers? Me, I just go for it. I don't use anything. I just put it on and it is what it is. My stuff. I don't really care too much. Right, figures. Emmett first. So we'll go down, all the way down. So we've got Emmett first, and then we've got Lucy. So obviously Wildstar is there, and they obviously are completely different in this film to the second. That Batman I do really like. I actually have that Batman over in my Joker display just at the top because he's got obviously the big pads and everything on him. And then coming over to a Harley Quinn, they do have some weird and wonderful figures dotted in within these as well, because some of them were very much a blink and you miss. But that is actually the Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad. So that was a bit of a weird one to add in, but I did like the fact it was in there because I've got some fantastic photos with her, which I did on the Instagram page. And then we've got Mohawk, Fuse, he's a really cool looking character. And then this is the coffee guy. So he, in the first film, was all happy, and then now look at him. And then again, we've got a Green Lantern, Scribble Cop. Coming down, we've got Where Are My Pants guy. And then we've got Roxy. So a lot of these characters are from the first film. So Chainsaw Dave was the surfer guy. He was obviously really, really happy. I do have some of these from the first film, I think, as well. So I might try, if I can find them all and pull them all out of all the sets that I put them in, we will do a comparison for. But if you're not interested, then obviously I won't. But there's good amount of figures that come with it. And then page 9 is where all the juicy stuff starts. So you can see how this works. The first 3 bags are the bottom tier, the bottom base, adds all the foundations and everything in. 4, 5, and 6 is the next one up. And you can see you get a figure, basically a bag for the first 3. And then you start adding in all the green detail for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we come over for 12, 13, 14 for this one, and then 15, 16, 17, 18 for this one. But you can see you've got a good mix of Technic and the base on, and then you get Emmett with his coffee. But it is a chunky monkey, so you have a lot of pieces with this, and you have a lot of things to do per step. So the instruction booklet is actually a really nice size. I think it's just the right size, but it doesn't eat up too much space on the table. I actually prefer, personally, smaller bags, and then I can just do them bit by bit. So the bag only takes like 10-20 minutes. I can just sit down and do one. That's why I really like the new Jazz Club, because they were in much smaller bags. I wonder if they were in much smaller bags because they're going to be potentially going to the paper style of things and they can't take as much weight, but we'll have to wait and see how they progress throughout the year on that. But for something like the UCS sets where you get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bricks in one, and then you've got to try and go through them all and sort them all out, I just find that too tedious and painful for me. I don't like sorting that side of things out. I much prefer displaying than trying to find all the pieces, but everybody's got their own love for the brick. But page-wise, where are we at? Page-wise. So again, you've got the Lego Movie 2 game. Never played it. If you've got it or had it, let us know. And then these are the other sets that came out with that. And most of these actually are in the Lego Movie 2 section in Billund, which is available in the Lego Billund playlist. So if you want to see what these look like and how they use the theming, they definitely have that one. And I think some of these, they've got the fascias up on the side, and then again they've got the fascias up on this one, and then you've got the T-Rex and then the fist. Now, is a fist in this? Because if it's not, I think what they did is they made the fist, which I've got just down there, very, very late, because it was a tribute to Stan Lee. So they threw him in the film, and then I think they might have made it after. So that's the reason why I picked up that fist to go with all of the Marvel bits and pieces, because it was Lego's tribute to Thanos's glove. So gauntlet, shall I say, not glove. But 442 pages until completion, and you can see how they've got all of the minifigures on. So again, lots and lots of detail. We'll have a look at all the detail in this set now, and then you can make up your own mind if you wish you got it when it came out for that 1 year in 2019. It was pricey-ish when it came out, but it was definitely worth picking up because it's such an interesting and different set. I've done the instructions, done the box, now it's time for the set itself. Now this thing is absolutely massive. Also, it's filthy, but it is covered in Easter eggs as well. So as we go around, we'll have a look. We've got all sorts of different sort of hideouts and hidey holes for absolutely every single character. So we've got a barber shop and a tattoo place just in there. You've got a hideout for the Batman. You've got also one for Wild Style. Now on the inside just here, you've got the overpriced coffee, which is where it was obviously done from the original film. So this is all bits and pieces that I left and saved over from the original film, and then there is the invasion of the Duplo, and then this is basically what is left, because it's just they get creative. So we've got the Batman hideout, and obviously you've got the Bat merch. This is pretty cool because not only is this linked with in this section, it's also in the back of the Joker Manor directly over the top there. So there are lots and lots of bits and pieces hidden away. You can see you've got the prison because you've got the flashy lights up at the top, so you've got the blue and red lights, and then as we pan around, you've got more bits. You've got the gym in here, and then you've got the jacuzzi out the back. You've got a barbecue area. And then you've got more Bat merch hidden around. And then we start getting into the modular side of it, because I don't realise, or I don't think a lot of people realise, shall I say, that a lot of this actually comes off. So where's my pants guy? He has a hidden area just in here. So this bit pops off, and you've got all of the where's my pants guy bits and pieces in there, and you can see there's a little telescope that he's got hidden just within that bit. Then you've got lots of other hidden details. You've got little trapdoors, for example, just in here where they have little bits and pieces. You've got fish, loads and loads and loads of detail. I could spend ages looking at this and going and running through everything, but it's just sort of a overlook of everything. But what I do want to try and do, and without smashing it, is the modular side of it. So they come off, which is a really cool touch, and that one will ping off on the top of that. That then gives us a better look at the inside of these, so we can see all the little bits and pieces. You've got the armory that's in there, so they can get some bits and pieces obviously to fight the Duplo people. This bit again pops up, so I'm doing that with one hand, so that's not too bad. And then you've got the better look at the prison. You can see who is wanted. You've got the minifigure in there for the police, and then you've got the coffee. Now you can see the coffee, they're actually using the old style fuel pumps, and that actually says $37 for one and $3.09 for something else. So that's obviously the coffee, that might be for fuel. And then you've got all of the signage and everything up at the front. So again, real nice touches on that. These also will pop off. So where are we? So we can spin it around. We can get the top of this one off. Two hands needed for this one, so this will ping off. And then that gives us a better look at the inside of the gym. Obviously it does need a little bit of TLC because it's been moved so many times, but again, you can move bits and pieces, and there's hidden bits underneath where you've got people that haven't really survived, but you can see just like the detail and everything on the side. You've got like the old shipping container style just on the side there. But I think the designers in this has done such a good thing. It's just such a shame it was out for such a short period of time. I think if they gave it a bit more of a chance, I think people might have wanted this potentially, even if it's just for the parts, let alone anything else, because there's so many different elements within this. And again, you've just got other areas like here, for example, and that will ping off and have a look. But that is just a very, very quick look at this amazing set. Did you even know it existed? Has it been on your radar for a little while? Let us know in the comments below what you think. Again, everything from the box artwork, which is completely different. It's the movie style, really bright blue, and just how you've got a big structure with all the different elements, because you can potentially change them out and build your own bits and pieces if you wanted to. But it was just a shame that it wasn't open enough. But it is packed full of Easter eggs from other bits and pieces. If you listen to the designer's interview, he's added loads of his own things in. He's added his own food elements that he wanted to put in there. There is a hidden bit of detail from an English food that he's added. And then again, how it's come from everything from the original film, where they're all happy and la-di-da with the different bits and pieces from the coffee shop, for example. And then we've got also the police station. They've added in some Ninjago elements, and they've also added in everything from other films. So like I said, you've got the Batman bits and pieces. Ninjago will be in there. The original Lego movie will be in there as well. But guys, that is it. That is a super, super quick, short, sweet look over of this. Like I said, by no means is it a review. It's just a quick show and tell of it. But what I will do is I might grab I might grab two sets. I might grab a bigger one and a smaller one, just so you get the idea of scale and size. Don't want to particularly move the Daily Bugle, but I think that is the newest set that's out at the moment, and a lot of people will have that. So I might put that beside the Bugle so you get the understanding of height, and then I'll just put it beside a regular size modular as well, so you can get a sort of an understanding of just how big this is. And the footprint of the base is also massive. So there you can see just how much sort of square footage that takes up, and studs and everything up at the bottom. So I'll grab a couple of the sets now. You can have a quick look and see how this compares. Before I grab it, if you didn't notice, yes, that is a little Duplo punch bag that they've added. And then on this side, they have used the mail elements to open it up. So again, it might be a case of you need to pause it to see absolutely everything. And this is a little bit of a better detail look at the back. And there we've got all three beside each other. So you can see, starting with the teeny tiny one, that is your normal townhouse. So that is what came with the pet shop. So that's there or thereabouts in a normal size modular building. And then as we come round, you can just see the height of the flame. And then the flame is basically to just the very, very top. And then you just got the Daily Bugle sign on top that makes it slightly taller. But the biggest difference between the two, even though the Daily Bugle is slightly taller, that is only on a 32 by 32 base plate, whereas the base plate for this, where you can see there, that's a base plate at least, and then you've got another one on that side. So I would say that the base of it is at least twice the size, and then it carries on all the way around the back as well. So it is a big bottom on this one to stop it from falling over. But again, let us know what you think. Let us know if you've got any of these sets. Let us know if this is on your maybe one day grail of things to get. But like I said, it was only out for less than a year. I'm a big fan of this set. I just like the fact that it's very, very different. And now this is going to go into my theme park as a coffee place. So that is going to work perfectly for me. I've finally found a home for it. It's always been on display somewhere, but now I can actually incorporate into what I want to be doing. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you find it a little bit helpful with regards to scale of different bits and pieces and just what it looked like. If you want me to do more of these, or just more detailed reviews rather than just sort of doing a little bit of everything, I can do. But if this is just enough, then I can just easily do these. But again, that's all three of them, so you can see what it looks like. But guys, that is it. I am done. So if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll catch you next one. Ta-da.